Living in Greece has taught me to slow down enough to notice these little moments. And that's not to say that Greece is perfect. I'm just saying that my lifestyle here has helped me appreciate things that I used to rush past. One of these moments is simply cooking with real ingredients, like the tomatoes taste real, the peppers are real. Cooking with Greek olive oil or just drizzling it on top and knowing that where it comes from. So somehow that makes the simplest meals feel more special. And let me not forget to talk about the feta cheese, which tastes absolutely incredible. Nothing like you'll find anywhere else but here in Greece. You know, the older I get, the more I realize that happiness isn't something you chase, it's something that you notice. Another little thing that makes me happy is fresh bread. Oh my goodness. There's just something about slicing into fresh bread that never gets old. It reminds me that some of life's greatest pleasures are also the simplest. Another little thing that makes me smile is opening my balcony doors first thing in the morning. Before I even check my phone or get started with my day, I take a moment to look outside, take a deep breath, and appreciate another beautiful day. It reminds me of how lucky I am to wake up here. It's peaceful, it's quiet, and all you can hear are the little birds chirping. Every morning starts with a glass of cold coffee, frappe. That's always summer or winter. I don't rush it. I like to enjoy my quiet time before I ease into the day. But sometimes I like to walk down to the beach, which is 2 blocks away, and have my second coffee there, which is usually a freddo cappuccino, and enjoy that with my parents. And we sit there and hang out, talk about things. We see people that we know, and it's just beautiful. A couple of months ago, I started a new habit. I've always been a Greek Orthodox Christian, but I realized there's so much more about the Bible that I didn't know. I wanted to understand my faith a little better, so I bought a simple Greek Bible that's easier for me to read and understand. This is something completely new for me. I've never sat down and read the Bible a little bit every day before. Now every morning before my coffee or anything else, I read one paragraph and then I say the Lord's Prayer. It only takes a few minutes, but it brings peace to my heart and soul. It's become one of my favorite ways to start the day. One thing that's brought me so much happiness this year is my little balcony garden. I never imagined I'd get so excited over cucumbers and tomatoes, but here I am. My tomato plant has taken quite a beating this summer because we've been having heat waves. Some of the leaves have dried up, but it keeps surprising me by producing more tomatoes. I guess it's a little reminder that even when things don't look perfect, they can still keep growing. Every time I pick a few tomatoes or a cucumber, I can't wait to make a fresh Greek salad. Somehow it tastes even better when you've grown it yourself. I've also been growing flowers and climbing plants along my balcony. Watching everything grow little by little has become one of the simple joys of my day. One of the things that I love the most about living here is that I can simply walk down to the water whenever I feel like it. I don't need to plan a whole day around it or pack the car. I just grab a book, a drink, maybe a little watermelon, and head to the beach. I usually come to this little beach where it's mostly locals, It's quiet, peaceful, and never crowded. Sometimes I'll read a few pages of my book, other times I'll just sit and listen to the waves, and honestly, sometimes I don't do anything at all. I've also learned to really enjoy my own company. Years ago, I probably would have felt like I always needed to be with other people. Now I'm perfectly happy spending a few hours by myself, and I actually look forward to those quiet moments. There's something about swimming in the sea that completely relaxes me. I love the feeling of the salt water on my skin. And here in Greece, you'll often hear people say that it's good to leave the salt on your body while, like, leave it on for a while instead of rinsing it off right away at the beach. I don't know if there's any science behind it, but it's one of those traditions I've happily adopted. I usually wait until I get home before taking a shower. Whether it's true or not, I always leave the beach feeling refreshed, relaxed, and grateful. It's one of those little things that never gets old and always reminds me of how lucky I am to live so close to the sea. This might sound a little funny, but I actually enjoy going to the grocery store. Since it's only a short walk from my house, I usually stop in almost every day instead of doing one big shopping trip once a week. I like taking my time walking through the produce section to see what's fresh and what's in season. Sometimes I go in knowing exactly what I need, and other times I come home with something completely different because it looked so good. I also enjoy buying just enough for a day or two. There's something nice about cooking with fresh ingredients instead of filling the refrigerator with food that's going to sit there for a week. It feels simpler and somehow it makes cooking more enjoyable. Another thing I like is that grocery shopping here isn't something I have to plan my whole day around. If I run out of milk, tomatoes, or bread, I just walk over and pick it up. It's become part of my daily routine, and I actually look forward to it. It's funny how something as ordinary as a trip to the grocery store can become one of those little things that make you smile. You know, as much as I enjoy spending time by myself, some of my favorite memories are made with the people I love. Every now and then we'll drive to one of the quieter beaches nearby. It's a simple beach where you bring your own chair, find a shady spot under the trees, and spend the day together. I love sitting under the trees, listening to the breeze, finding a little shade from the summer sun, and just enjoying being together. Those quiet afternoons are some of my favorite moments of the summer. For me, it isn't about doing anything special. It's about spending time together, talking, laughing, and enjoying another beautiful day by the sea. Another thing that brings me so much happiness is the friendships I've made here in Greece. Throughout my life, I knew a lot of people, but I never really had those close friendships, where you just pick up the phone and say, "Do you want to go to dinner tonight?" Now, sometimes we'll decide at the last minute to go out for dinner and drinks. And there's nothing fancy about it, just good food, good conversation, lots of laughter. Having just a couple of genuine friends is so much more worth it than knowing hundreds of people. I truly treasure those friendships. One of my favorite places to shop is the Manaviko, the neighborhood fruit and vegetable store. I stop by every couple days to see what's fresh and what's in season. I actually look forward to it because you never know what you're going to find. I love taking my time looking at all the colorful fruits and vegetables. Everything changes with the seasons, and I think that's one of the things I've come to appreciate the most. It reminds me to enjoy what's available right now instead of expecting everything to be there all year long. I love that sense of community. Even a quick trip to buy tomatoes or peaches can turn into a friendly conversation and a chance to reconnect with someone you haven't seen in a while. Those little interactions always leave me smiling. For me, it's never just about buying fruits and vegetables. It's about slowing down, seeing familiar faces, supporting a local business, which is very important, and enjoying another simple moment in my day. Those are the little things that make me happy. So, the moral of the story is, as I've gotten older, I've realized that happiness isn't usually found in the big moments. It's found in the little things we experience every single day. A fresh loaf of bread, a walk to the beach, a cup of coffee, spending time with friends, growing a few tomatoes, or running into someone you know while you're shopping for fresh fruit. When we slow down enough to notice those little moments in life, it feel a lot richer and more meaningful. Those are the things that make me smile, and I'm grateful for every single one of them. I'd love to know, what are some of the little things that make you happy? Let me know in the comments. I always enjoy reading them. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.